All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Week 5 of the IROC Dirt Series, presented by Spartan Transportation, Majula C Speed Shop. My name is Tommy Rowe up in the booth, and we are in Week 5 here at the Knoxville Raceway at Knoxville, Iowa, where the big block modifieds get ready to contest another round of the Spartan Transportation IROC Dirt Series here this afternoon. Already 4 weeks down, 4 different winners with the IROC Dirt Series coming into this afternoon. And we have just around 25, or make that 30 drivers already signed into the server. We are in practice right now. Get ready to move over to qualifying here in just a moment, as drivers out there on the speedway getting ready to move over to qualifying. Dylan Yeager on top of the leaderboards here in practice right now. 1886 his quick time around the speedway. Drew Hopkins, Joseph Grandy, Blake Majulis, Colby Horner, your top 5 drivers in practice thus far, as we get ready to move over to qualifying here in just a little bit. We are live on the IROC TV, IROC Dirt Series, IROC TV YouTube, Team VLR Facebook, Majula C Speed Shop Facebook. Hit the like button, hit the share button. We're getting ready to go here in just a moment. Qualifying going to come your way here in just a moment. As we'll go ahead and move around and take a look at some of the drivers out there on the speedway. There you see Dean Reynolds out there in the 79. Right in front of him, Dylan Yeager on the speedway. Yeager picked up the win in week number 3 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Blake Majulis out there in the 127 car, looking for his first IROC Dirt Series win here in season number 2. These drivers competing for over $5,000 in cash and prizes, including $1,500 to the series champion coming up here after the 12-week series has concluded. Once again in practice right now. Getting ready to move over to qualifying here in just a moment. Ever Rocky Battenfield and the admins decide that the track is ready to go. Mason Hamill out there on the speedway in the 54, getting him some laps in. Eric Tupper. There you see Travis Wellman out there in the 2 machine coming into the week. Currently sitting second in the IROC Dirt Series standings coming into the weekend. 18 points behind your series leader, Drew Hopkins. Second in the standings, though, pretty close. 245 for Wellman, Colby Horner, Dylan Yeager, your top 4, separated by 1 point in the standings coming into tonight, as we are ready to go qualifying. These drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best time, and we'll see what they can do out there on the speedway. Couple of drivers already out there on the speedway. There you see the 20 car, Dylan DeWert Jr. making his attempt around the speedway. Right around 30 drivers signed in. Probably going to have right around 3 or 4 heat races, where we'll take the top 4 from each one of those heat races. The rest will have to come from one of those last chance qualifiers. And that will make up our 24-car starting field for this afternoon's main event here at the Knoxville Raceway. DeWert out there on the speedway throws down to 19:21. His best lap around the speedway right now. 19.207 to be exact. Aaron Brown moves up to second in the 56 car. As you'll see these lap times tick off right here. Still just about half the field left to qualify. Hayden Tollison on top of the leaderboards. 19.17 around the Knoxville Raceway. Dylan DeWert still second. Aaron Brown, Mason Hamill, Billy Roberts, your top 5 fastest drivers right now. Still quite a few to throw times out there, including Dylan Yeager, Drew Hopkins, your points leader. There's Hopkins out there on the speedway, getting ready to throw down a lap here at the Knoxville Raceway. We'll see what kind of time he does. And he'll go to the top of the leaderboards, 19.14. Drew Hopkins in the 157. Yeager moves up to quick time, 19.048, his best lap around the speedway. Colby Horner up to third, 19.16. Very, very close times, 19.05, just about a tenth quicker for Dylan Yeager than Drew Hopkins, who sits in second. Colby Horner 0.02 of a second behind in 19.16. Dylan DeWert rounding out the top 5 as just a few moments left to go here in qualifying. Right around 2 minutes left to go. Still a couple of drivers to get times in. There you see Blake Majulis now out there on the speedway, getting ready to throw down a lap, riding up against the wall, rim riding here at the Knoxville Raceway. See what lap time Majulis can come in with. Logan Cottles, Anthony Moreno, the 3 drivers left to throw down a time. Majulis coming around to complete lap number 1. And he will go to second quick with a 19.09. 19.09, so only 1 lap going to count for Majulis right there. Anthony Moreno out there on the speedway as well, getting ready to throw down a lap time in the 32 car. Should be the last driver to throw down a lap time here right now. 28 drivers have already made time, so 29 drivers signing in here for week number 5 at the Knoxville Raceway. Four weeks down, 4 different winners. Will we see a different winner here on week number 5? Moreno throwing down a lap time, 21st quick, 19.35. Working lap number 2 right now. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. See if he can't do a little better on lap number 2. Currently sitting 21st quick out of 29. Moreno will stay 21st. Yes, he will. 19.46 his second lap, so that should conclude qualifying here at the Knoxville Raceway. And we'll get ready to move over to heat racing action coming up here in just a moment. Right around 10 seconds left to go of qualifying. Everyone has thrown down a lap time. Dylan Yeager on top of the leaderboards, 19.05. His quick time around the speedway. Blake Majulis, second quick with a 19.09. Drew Hopkins will round out the podium, but nonetheless, we're getting ready to go. Heat race number 1 out there on the speedway. 10 drivers getting ready to take the grid here for heat race number 1. We'll get them lined up here in just a moment. Go ahead and read out the starting lineup for heat race number 1. It will look like this. Row number 1 on the inside. That'll be Dylan Yeager. To his outside, Colby Horner. Dalton DeWert, Aaron Brown. Inside, outside, row number 2. Row number 3 will see Billy Roberts, Joseph Grandy, Dean Reynolds, Logan Cottles. In row number 4, Eric Tupper, Logan Wentz into row number 5. So 10 drivers getting ready to fight for 4 spots here in heat race number 1 with the IROC Dirt Series week number 5 here at the Knoxville Raceway. Dylan Yeager in the 48 car. He will have command of the field when we get ready to go green. I'll pace around one more time. Colby Horner in the 15 to his outside. That's DeWert, Aaron Brown, inside, outside, row number 2. Once again, top 4 will transfer. Heat race number 1 for the IROC Dirt Series getting ready to come your way. Not this time, but the next time at a turn number 4. Dylan Yeager, the Charlotte Motor Speedway feature winner, currently sitting 4th in the IROC Dirt Series standings, just 1 point behind second. 19 points behind Drew Hopkins, your IROC Dirt Series standings leader coming into this afternoon. As they pace down the back straightaway for the final time, 8 laps will be the distance. Heat race number 1, week number 5 of the IROC Dirt Series getting ready to come your way right here to turn number 4. Yeager, Horner on the front row. Pace truck is in. Heat race number 1 is underway, and Dylan Yeager on the gas. He'll lead him down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Side-by-side race for second into turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Colby Horner on the outside. That's DeWert on the inside. DeWert will fall back to third for the moment. He'll have the inside line into turn number 3 and 4. Aaron Brown hanging on to the 4th and final transfer spot at the moment. Yeager leads lap number 1. Race for second right now. Colby Horner, DeWert, Aaron Brown, all right there together. A little contact. Joseph Grandy, Billy Roberts, and look out. Caution out on the speedway. Let's take a look and see what happens right here. Billy Roberts on the inside, or Joseph Grandy in the 518. Roberts in the 99 get together, and the 64 of Logan Cottles gets airborne. And that is Logan Wentz upside down here in heat race number 1. So the caution out on the speedway. Did get 1 lap on the board, I do believe. Yeager out in front as your race leader. Colby Horner. Dalton DeWert, Aaron Brown. Dean Reynolds being scored in position number 5. As we'll double them back up, get ready to go green once again. Heat race number 1. Logan Wentz, tail end of the field in the 18 car, able to keep it running. So we're double back up down the back straightaway. We'll see if we'll go green this time. At a turn number 4, Yeager and Colby Horner on the front row, going to lead them back to the green. DeWert, Aaron Brown, row number 2. Logan Cottles, Dean Reynolds, row number 3. Green flag is out. Dylan Yeager going to lead them down the front straightaway once again. Yeager into turn number 1 and 2. Race for second down the back straightaway. DeWert with a slider. Horner crossing back over down the back straightaway. Three wide for position number 3. Horner, Aaron Brown, Dean Reynolds. Aaron Brown in the 56th to 4th and final transfer spot. We have a race for second once again. Colby Horner and DeWert. Dylan Yeager showing the way. Heat race number 1. 0.4 of a second is the gap. DeWert in second. Dylan DeWert up to second. Colby Horner, Aaron Brown, your top 4 drivers at the moment here in heat race number 1. First of about 4 heat races coming your way here at the Knoxville Raceway. Yeager with a good lead down the back straightaway. Yeager still showing the way here in heat race number 1. It's DeWert, Horner. Top 3, Aaron Brown sitting position number 4. And Dylan Yeager going to pick up the win, heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come your way here in just a moment. And heat race number 2 out there on the speedway. It'll be Jack Xian going to lead them to the green as your pole sitter here for heat race number 2. Blake Majulis on the inside. Majulis will have the front row. Blake Majulis, Jack Xian, Travis Wellman, Mason Hamill inside outside row number 2. Jacob Harberts, Terry Smith. Dylan Smith, Brett Rawls, Bud Molinax, Kelly Wheeler inside outside row number 5. But it's Blake Majulis, Jack Xian, week number 2 winner, your front row here, heat race number 2. Green flag is in the air. Good start that time by Blake Majulis down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Wellman slides up to position number 2. Jack Xian, Jacob Harbert, your top 4 drivers right now with Mason Hamill on the outside looking in. Majulis coming down. He'll lead lap number 1 here at Knoxville. Heat race number 2. Wellman will hang on to second as Jack Xian, Jacob Harbert, your top 4 drivers. Mason Hamill, Brett Rawls back there side by side for position number 5 and 6. Rawls will fall to 6th. Good race right there. Look out, Hamill. Gets a little contact right there from Rawls, and upside down he goes. Caution is out on the speedway. Take a look and see what happened there. Watch the 71. A little hot and heavy going into turn number 3 and 4 right there. Just a little up the racetrack, and it didn't take much. Mason Hamill upside down. And tough break for the 54 car. Caution out on the speedway. Blake Majulis in the 127, your race leader. Travis Wellman, Jack Xian, your top 3 drivers. Jacob Harbert sitting position number 4. Heat race number 2 of the IROC Dirt Series, week number 5 here at the Knoxville Raceway. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Great field of drivers competing in week number 5 of the IROC Dirt Series. These drivers competing for over $5,000 in cash and prizes, presented by Spartan Transportation, Majulis C Speed Shop, and IROC TV live on the IROC TV YouTube, Facebook, and quite a few other places as well. Doubled back up down the back straightaway. It'll be a new front row. Blake Majulis, Travis Wellman. Inside, outside, row number 2. Jack Xian, Jacob Harbert will make up row number 2. Majulis, Wellman, the front row. Terry Smith, Kelly Wheeler, and row number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Majulis already back on the gas. Green. And now we have a race for second into turn number 1 and 2. Jan will slide up in front of a Wellman down the back straightaway. Wellman will fall back to 3rd on the bottom of the speedway. We'll see if he can't cross Jan back over right here. Not going to happen this time. Jack Xian going to have position number 2 as Blake Majulis coming around still. It'll be 4 down, 4 to go. Heat race number 2. Jan in second, and Wellman, Jacob Harbert, your top 4 drivers at the moment. Terry Smith in the 98 car on the outside looking in. Kelly Wheeler up from 9th to 6th. Meanwhile, good race for second, heating up right here. Jan in position number 2. Wellman, Jacob Harbert knocking on the door for 3rd. Single file down the back straightaway. Blake Majulis showing the way. Just about a half-second lead over Jack Xian right now. Half-second, but it doesn't really look like that on the speedway. About 4 or 5 car lengths behind as they run single file here down the into turn number 3 and 4. Blake Majulis still showing the way. White flag is now for the 127 car here in heat race number 2. Still good race for second. Jack Jan, Travis Wellman. Yeah, Jan hanging on to second. Jacob Harbert's back there in position number 4. He'll take to the outside of the speedway, but meanwhile, at a turn number 3 and 4, final time, heat race number 2, it'll belong to Blake Majulis. Jack Jan second, race for third. Travis Wellman will hang on to that. And Jacob Harbert's going to pick up position number 4, the fourth and final transfer spot of heat race number 2. Little upside down action right there in heat race number 1. Then we stay clean and green the rest of the way. Blake Majulis going to pick up the win. And we'll move on to heat race number 3 as they get ready to make their way out onto the speedway. It'll be the 127 of Drew Hopkins as your pole sitter. Hayden Tollison on the outside of row number 1. Dylan DeWare. Buddy Ware inside outside of row number 2. Tyler Reed, Blaze Baker in row number 3. Anthony Moreno, Michael Vitale at row number 4. And all back there by himself in row number 5 of heat race number 3. That will be Jake Henry. Oh, this should be the final heat race. Eight laps will be the distance. Drew Hopkins, your current IROC Dirt Series points leader, going to lead up to the green alongside Hayden Tollison. All these drivers running the Spartan Transportation IROC style wraps on their cars. Different colors, different numbers, but same sponsors. To honor the IROC Dirt Series. Pacing down the back straightaway for the final time. Heat race number 3 getting ready to come to life. 157 of Drew Hopkins going to have command of the field right here to turn number 3 and 4. Getting ready for that pace truck to pull in. Hopkins, Tollison, heat race number 3 underway.
Green, green, green.
Good start right there for Drew Hopkins. He'll lead him into turn number 1 and 2. Race for second, side by side. And Buddy Ware goes side by side for position number 4. That's Tyler Reed, excuse me. Reed up to 4th. Looking for 3rd now. Reed in the 58 car. Pulls up to position number 4. Buddy Ware falls back in position on the outside looking in. As we have a good race for 3rd heating up. That'll be Tyler Reed on the inside. to Ware on the outside. The 20 car will shut the door down the back straightaway. It's Drew Hopkins out in front as your race leader. Hopkins, Tollison, DeWare, Reed, your top 4 runners at the moment. 3-car tango for the 5th position. Down the back straightaway, Buddy Ware, Blaze Baker.
All right, man.
And now we have a caution out on the speedway. Anthony Moreno. Take a look and see what happened. Moreno in the 32 car right here. Little contact into the wall down the back straightaway. And the caution comes out. So Moreno will fall back to position number 10. Not in the pits here. Darren, gonna have to talk to one of those Chris Ferguson, Howard Weaver, Stephen Calavota about that spring fling. I know everyone's excited for it. Should be getting ready to release information very, very soon regarding the VLR Spring Fling. Nonetheless, doubled back up down the back straightaway. A couple of laps on the board. Drew Hopkins in the 157. Hayden Tollison, your front row. Tyler Reed on the outside of row number 2. Dylan DeWare on the inside. Buddy Ware. Blaze Baker in row number 3 as Drew Hopkins gets set to lead him back to the green final heat race of the IROC Dirt Series week number 5. Green flag is back out.
Green flag, green flag.
Good drive once again for Hopkins down the back straightaway. He'll lead him down the back. It's to where Tollison, Reed, your top 4. Reed on the inside looking for a third. We have a caution out on the speedway. Jake Henry having some problems here in heat race number 3, I do believe. Take a look and see what happens right here with Jake Henry. Now the 77 car gets a little loose right there. Henry trying to get around Anthony Moreno and loops it around, and the caution does come out. So nonetheless, Drew Hopkins still showing the way here in heat race number 3. Then it's DeWert, Tollison, Reed. Your top 4. Doubling back up down the back straightaway. Hopkins going to try this one more again right here to turn number 4. DeWert on the outside now. New front row. Green flag is back out. Heat race number 3 back underway. Hopkins once again leads him down into turn number 1 and 2 as your race leader. 4 wide almost there for a moment. Hayden Tollison back up to second. And it's DeWert, Tyler Reed, your top 4 drivers as they work into turn number 3 and 4. Hopkins going to come around to lead once again. Tollison closing the gap. DeWert in third, Reed fourth. Drew Hopkins in the 157. Your race leader, heat race number 3. Tollison in second, DeWert still Reed fourth. Jake Henry back up a few spots on the outside looking in now. He's found his way around Buddy Ware, who sits in 6th. So Henry up 4 spots to 5th here in heat race number 3. White flag is out for Hopkins. One more trip around. Hayden Tollison down the back straightaway. Dylan DeWert, Tyler Reed, your top 4 drivers at the moment. Into turn number 3 and 4. Final time, Drew Hopkins going to pick up the win here in heat race number 3. And just like that, last chance qualifier getting ready to come your way here in a moment. As the IROC Dirt Series last chance qualifier getting ready to roll out onto the speedway. Not sure how many they're going to take from this. B main only going to have 1. We'll take the top 12. Got 17 drivers getting ready to grid up right here. So 12 of the 17 going to make the dance. Logan Connells, Terry Smith will be row number 1. Jake Henry, Dana Reynolds, row number 2. Kelly Wheeler, Buddy Ware, Logan Wentz, Dylan Smith, Michael Vitale, Billy Roberts, Bud Molinax, Anthony Moreno, Eric Tupper, Brett Rawls, Joseph Grandy, Mason Hamill make up the field here for the last chance qualifier. I do believe Blaze Baker may get an end-of-line penalty right here to start off. Nonetheless, green flag is out here in the last chance qualifier. 12 laps to distance. We'll take 12 here from the B main. It's Connells out in front as your race leader. And it's Terry Smith, Jake Henry, Dana Reynolds, Logan Wentz rounding out the top 5 for the moment. Cottle showing the way here at the Knoxville Speedway. Terry Smith, Jake Henry, Dean Reynolds. Logan Wentz the top 5 here in last chance qualifier. The only one going to take 12.
All right, man. Caution.
And the caution is out on the speedway. So the caution out on the racetrack. Do believe that's going to be on Kelly Wheeler, who's in the pits right there. "12 laps to distance." Logan Connells, Terry Smith. Move down here to the 12th and final transfer spot at the moment. Blaze Baker holding that down. Get ready to double them back up once again. Last chance qualifier. Only one of the afternoon to make up our 24-car starting field. Connells, Terry Smith, Jake Henry, Dean Reynolds, Logan Wentz, Buddy Ware, Vitaly Malinax, Dylan Smith, Eric Tupper, Billy Roberts, Blaze Baker, your 12 drivers in a transfer spot at the moment. Anthony Moreno, Joseph Grandy, Brent Rawls on the outside looking in. 15 of the 17 still out on the speedway running. Mason Hamill, Kelly Wheeler. 2 drivers not on the racetrack. Double up down the back straightaway. We'll see if Rocky Battenfield, IROC Dirt Series admin, will turn them loose here on lap number 10. It'll be 10 to go. Pace car in. Green flag is back out. Connells on the gas. And we are back underway here in last chance qualifier. Connell showing the way. Terry Smith in second. Jake Henry taking a peek to the inside for a moment. Will hang on to third. Here comes Dean Reynolds on the outside, looking for third on the outside. Logan Wentz holding on to a top 5. That's Vitaly, Buddy Ware. And we go back here towards the transfer spot. Roberts in the 99 now finds himself on the bubble as Blaze Baker's moved up to 11th. Roberts to fall back 2 spots, and now look out, him and Joseph Grandy make contact right there, and here comes Moreno on the inside. Racing action all over the speedway here at the Knoxville Raceway. Here for the last chance qualifiers. Logan Connells out in front. Terry Smith knocking on the door, looking for a last chance qualifier win down the back straightaway. Smith in the 98 car into turn number 3 and 4, all over the back bumper of the 64 now. Smith, he'll dive it down the inside in turn number 1 and 2. Not going to have the momentum, though. Connell's going to hang on to the race lead, and it's Dean Reynolds back in third. Jake Henry, Logan Wentz still the top 5. Halfway home here in the last chance qualifier. Logan Connells out in front as your race leader. Terry Smith, Dean Reynolds, Jake Henry, Logan Wentz, the top 5. We'll go back to this 12th and final transfer spot now. Joseph Grandy now, the man on the bubble. Brent Rawls, Anthony Moreno, Dylan Smith on the outside looking in. Rawls in that 71 car. Trying to find a way around for a transfer to get into the dance here this afternoon. Little contact right in front of them. Billy Roberts in 11th. Blaze Baker up 5 positions to position number 10. Comfortably in the transfer spot at the moment. Looking for a few better starting positions in the main event here this afternoon. Nonetheless, Logan Connell still out in front. It'll be 3 to go next time by for the 64 machine. Terry Smith still in position number 2. Dean Reynolds. Jake Henry, Logan Wentz. Wentz looking for a way around Henry in that 171 car. Wentz in the 18. Still working down the back straightaway for the transfer spot. Joseph Grandy now finds himself in the 12th and final position. Brett Rawls going to have some work to do. He's going to only have 2 more trips around to make something happen. Logan Connell's working down the back straightaway. He'll get the white flag next time by. Terry Smith still in second. Probably not going to see much racing up front as these drivers are comfortably in the show. But towards the back now. Brett Rawls in that 71 on the outside looking in. White flag in the air. We have a car upside down. That's Mason Hamill. Meanwhile, Rawls will now find himself in a transfer spot. Anthony Moreno on the outside looking in into turn number 3 and 4. Final time for the transfer. Rawls on the outside. He will pick up position number 12 and transfer in as Logan Connells gets the victory. Good race for the transfer spot there. In position number 12, and Brett Rawls, Anthony Moreno. And that'll move us over to, gonna have a little warm-up here before the main event, I do believe. And that'll give us our 24-car starting field for tonight's main event. See a couple of drivers out there on the speedway already, including the 127 of Blake Majulis. Blaze Baker in the 77 car just transferred from the last chance qualifier. Drew Hopkins in the 157 right behind him. Current IROC Dirt Series points leader coming into this afternoon. They believe we're going to go 40 laps here this afternoon for the week number 5 of the IROC Dirt Series. Presented by Majulis Speed Shop, Spartan Transportation. And Jacob Harbert's fastest man right now here in practice. And to where Jack Sean, Aiden Tollison, Blaze Baker. It is a warm-up, though, to get the track run in just a little bit more and maybe open up a second or third, possibly fourth groove out here in the Knoxville Raceway. Big block modifieds. All these drivers are on a fixed setup, courtesy of the Majulis Speed Shop. Racing for over $5,000 in cash and prizes at the end of the season, including a cool $1,500 to the series champion, which Drew Hopkins is currently on top of the leaderboards of that. They do have 2 drop weeks, though. 4 weeks down, 4 different winners. Will we see a 5th different winner here this afternoon? As opening weekend saw Ethan Toter pick up the win. He is not in attendance this afternoon. Picked up the win at Eldor. Then we came back on week number 2 where Jack Gian picked up the win at Limaland. Dylan Yeager scored the win on week number 3. And Drew Hopkins, last week's winner. Nonetheless, main event time. Getting ready to roll here for the IROC Dirt Series, presented by IROC TV. It'll be Yeager, Majulis, your front row. Dylan, Drew Hopkins, Dylan DeWert in row number 2. Jack Sean, Hayden Tollison in row number 3. As we get ready to go here. Colby Horner, Travis Wellman in row number 4. Dylan DeWert, Aaron Brown in row number 5. Tyler Reed. Jacob Harberts, Terry Smith, Logan Connells, Jake Henry, Dean Reynolds, Logan Wentz, Eric Tupper. Blaze Baker, Buddy Ware, Brent Rawls, Billy Roberts, Joseph Grandy, tail end of the field. 40 laps, the scheduled distance here for the IROC Dirt Series here this afternoon. Jaeger Majulis, your front row. Coming to green right here to turn number 4. Jaeger getting set to lead him to the green. Green flag is out. Week number 5. Main event is underway. It'll be Dylan Jaeger. Lead him into turn number 1 and 2. Jaeger down the back straightaway. Majulis sitting position number 2. Drew Hopkins. Jack Sean to Ware now. Go at it for position number 5. Jan up to 4th. That's DeWert on the inside, the 82 car. Side by side for position number 4, working down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, race for the lead up front. That is Jaeger Majulis side by side. Majulis looking for win number 1 of the IROC Dirt Series, side by side with Dylan Jaeger, who already has 1 feature win on the season. Good side by side battle down the back straightaway. Jaeger Majulis. Issues right now with timing and scoring. Not sure what's going on there. Gotta love SDK. Nonetheless, side by side for the race lead. Down the front straightaway. Jaeger hanging on to it. Majulis sitting second. Drew Hopkins, Jack Sean. Jaeger Majulis will fall back to second. This Drew Hopkins, your point leader, sitting position number 3. Majulis not letting Jaeger get away, though. Hard to take your eye off the race lead up front right now. Majulis showing the way. Dalton DeWert hanging on to a top 5 at the moment. That'll be Colby Horner on the outside looking in. Meanwhile, up front, though, throw a blanket over the top 4 drivers right now. Jaeger Majulis. And the caution is out on the speedway. See if we can't fix this timing and scoring right quick. Got the caution out on the speedway, so I'm going to see if I can't get this timing and scoring looking back right once again. Seven down of the 40-lap main event. Jaeger out in front. Blake Majulis sitting position number 2. Drew Hopkins, Jack Sean, Dalton DeWert, currently your top 5 drivers on the speedway. Logan Cottles, I do believe, involved in the crash in the 64 machine. He'll restart tail end of the field. Good race between the top 2 drivers, Dylan Jaeger, Blake Majulis early on. 7 down, 33 to go. Double back up down the back straightaway. Dylan Jaeger going to lead him back to the green once again. In the 48 car, green flag is back out.
Green flag.
Good start this time once again. That'll be Jaeger out in front. Majulis sitting second. This Drew Hopkins. Jack Sean on the outside looking for third down the back straightaway. Jaeger coming around to complete lap number 8. 32 to go. Majulis sitting second. Drew Hopkins now finds himself in a fight with Jack Sean for third, and caution is out on the speedway. Not sure what this yellow is going to be on. As Jaeger out in front. Not sure what the caution was there. Second caution of the afternoon through the IROC Dirt Series. Double back up down the back straightaway. Majulis and Yeager, your front row. Coming back to green once again. Green flag is back out. Yeager back on the gas. Majulis sitting second. Jack Sean, DeWare, Drew Hopkins falls back a few positions to fifth. And here comes Travis Wellman on the inside looking for a top five. Wellman in the 2 car. They go 3 wide for a moment. That'll be Colby Horner on the outside. Hopkins a sandwich in the middle. 3 wide for position number 5. Wellman going to slide up in front. And Hopkins will cross him back over down the back straightaway. It's all Dylan Yeager right now out in front. Majulis sitting second. That's Jack Sean, Dalton DeWare. Colby Horner, the top 5 drivers down the back straightaway.
All right, man. Caution is
And caution is out on the speedway once again. And Yeager waiting for the pace truck right there. Still trying to get this SDK thing to do something. It is not liking the iRacing today. Nonetheless, doubling back up down the back straightaway, getting ready to come back to green once again. Yeager, Majulis still out in front. Coming back to green.
green flag. Green flag.
Green flag is back out. Yeager, Majulis, your front row. Jack Johnson, position number 3. That's DeWare, Colby Horner. Into turn number 3 and 4. Drew Hopkins looking for a top 5, but once again, he's falling back 3 spots here in the main event, so trying to make up a few positions now. It's Travis Wellman, Aaron Brown, Terry Smith, Hayden Tollison, the top 10 drivers at the moment. Man on the move so far in the main event, Blaze Baker up 9 spots from 22nd to 13th. So good drive by him. But it's all Yeager out in front. He's led the first 13 laps of the 40-lap main event. Blake Majulis right there on his back bumper giving chase. Good race between the top 2 drivers. There you see Dylan DeWare in the background. He'll slide up in front of Jack Sean. That is for position number 3. Colby Horner, Drew Hopkins, the top 5. Jack Sean down the back straightaway. Up to 3rd once again. Yeager, Majulis out in front. Pulling away from the 3rd place drivers, but right there together. Majulis to the outside of the speedway, trying to get a run on your race leader now down the back straightaway. Majulis with a full head of steam. We'll see if he'll take it to the inside. Good run that time. Majulis got a great run off the outside of the racetrack down the back straightaway. Now he's right there on the back bumper of Yeager for the race lead. He'll try that move once again into turn number 1 and 2. We have a caution out on the racetrack. Blake Majulis may had figured something out right there before the caution came out. .23 to go. So it's Yeager, Majulis, Jack Sean, Colby Horner, Drew Hopkins, the top 5 at the moment. Blake Majulis figuring something out before that caution came out. Getting a great run on your race leader. Dylan Yeager's led from the jump here, the main event. Jack Sean, week number 2 winner right there, position number 3, looking for one of these top 2 drivers to make a mistake. There you see Dalton DeWert rejoining the party. As we're doubled back up once again. Get ready to go green. Green flag gets back out. Dylan Yeager back on the gas. Julius dips down the inside this time, and as soon as we go green, go right back to yellow. Julius had a good idea right there on the start. Dip down the inside, looking for the race lead, and the caution immediately comes out. We'll see if Yeager will learn from that. Still Yeager, Majulis, Jan, Wellman, and Hopkins, your top 5. Get them double back up once again. Just a little over halfway, under halfway home. 22 laps to go out of 40. Yeager, Majulis once again side by side, doubled up down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Yeager back of the gas, green flag is back out once again. Majulis keeps it to the outside of the speedway here on the restart this time. That may cost him because Jack Sean will take over second in front of Majulis. Majulis doesn't get the run he had on the last restart, falls back to third. We have a 3-car dance for position number 4. Jack Sean, Dylan Yeager. 2 of the 4 different winners so far in the IROC Dirt Series. Jan looking for the race lead in turn number 1 and 2. Yeager going to turn it down the hill, down the back straightaway now. Yeager will slide in front of Jan in turn number 3 and 4. He'll try to bring Majulis along with him. 3-car race for the lead now. First time Yeager has been challenged for the race lead. Jack Sean will slide up in front of him once again. Yeager will turn it back down the hill. And caution out on the speedway. Oh my goodness. This is about to get really, really good here for the race lead. But the caution comes out once again. Not sure what the caution was going on there. So Jack Sean has figured something out on that last restart, able to challenge Yeager for the race lead, get in front of Majulis, who's now back in position number 3. Drew Hopkins, Travis Wellman, your top 5 drivers at the moment. Buddy Ware up 9 spots into the top 10 after starting 19th. Him and Blaze Baker, the hard Chargers right now, each up 9 positions. Baker being scored in 14th, so up 8 positions. Eric Tupper up 9 spots as well. Doubled back up once again, halfway home, 20 down, 20 to go. Dylan Yeager going to lead him back to the green once again. Jack Chiant now, the new man on the front row with him. Majulis Hopkins, green flag is back out. We're back underway.
Green flag, green flag.
It's Yeager once again with a good restart this time. Majulis will pull alongside Jack Chiant for position number 2. Majulis lost a spot on the last restart, trying to regain it this time. Majulis Chiant go to work for position number 2. We'll see if that'll allow Dylan Yeager to pull away. It's Drew Hopkins, Tyler Reed into the top 5 now. Reed up 7 positions from 12th to 5th. Meanwhile, race still good for second. Jack Chiant, who's fallen back to 3rd now. Majulis has found his way back up to the runner-up spot, now trying to run down Dylan Yeager here in the closing laps. 17 to go here at the Knoxville Raceway. Majulis with a big head of steam down the back straightaway, using that outside line to his liking. Now he'll dip down the inside. Look out! Contact with your 2nd and 3rd place drivers.
Austin is out.
Blake Majulis. See what happens. Jack Chiant in a little too hot, and contact, and Drew Hopkins upside down. Blake Majulis out of the race. Tough break right there. 7th caution of the afternoon. Yeager out in front. Jack Chiant probably going to serve some type of penalty for this. Tyler Reed now finds himself in position number 2. Travis Wellman on the podium as well. We're going to have a brand new top 5. Dylan Yeager still the man out in front. It'll be 15 to go. Majulis out of the race. Jack Chiant. With a penalty as well. Tyler Reed, Travis Wellman, Aaron Brown, Hayden Tollison now the top 5. Buddy Ware, 19th to 6th thus far. Up 13 positions. Eric Tupper up 12 positions, 20th to 8th. Laps ticking down. It'll be 15 to go. As they work down the back straightaway. May get ready to go single file here in just a moment. Double file does not appear to be working too well. And that's what we'll do. Dylan Yeager on the gas. Green flag is back out. 16 to go here at the Knoxville Raceway, week number 5. Yeager. Tyler Reed now up to 2nd. 12th to 2nd. Good try by him thus far. Travis Wellman. Aaron Brown, Buddy Ware are looking for a top 5. They're 3 wide back here for 5th. That's Logan Cottles, Hayden Tollison, Buddy Ware going at it for top 5. Ware up 14 spots, 19th to 5th thus far. Looking for more. Working around Hayden Tollison. That is for 5th, 6th, and 7th right there on your screen. Meanwhile, Dylan Yeager out in front. Tyler Reed may have something for him here now. Reed working into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Travis Wellman sitting position number 3. Aaron Brown. Buddy Ware into the top 5 now. It'll be 13 to go for Dylan Yeager. Looking for win number 2. Tyler Reed, Travis Wellman. Single file for 3rd. And it's Buddy Ware in 5th. Hayden Tollison, Logan Cottles dancing back there for position number 6. Tollison in 6th right now. Started 6th. Cottles up 6 spots to 7th. As Jacob Harberts, Terry Smith, Eric Tupper into the top 10, started 20th in that 115 car, looking for more now. 10 laps to go for Dylan Yeager in car number 48, working down the back straightaway. Make that 11 to go. Tyler Reed, Travis Wellman. Wellman trying to run down Tyler Reed for the runner-up spot. But still, all Dylan Yeager out in front as Blake Majulis had maybe a car to beat him as well as Jack Jean, but those two cars made contact earlier in the race. And now Yeager finds himself out in front, uncontested at the moment. 9 laps to go for the 48 machine. Tyler Reed sitting second, up 10 spots. Wellman, Brown, Buddy Ware, the top 5. How about 3 wide for a top 5 now? Hayden Tollison, Jacob Harberts, 6th and 7th. Harberts dips down the inside, and they both get a good run on Ware. That is for a top 5 still. Harberts on the bottom of the speedway. Laps ticking down here at Knoxville. 8 to go. Down the back straightaway. Watching Jacob Harberts and Hayden Tollison go to work right here. 6th, 7th, and 8th on your screen. Right in front of them, Buddy Ware sits in 5th, up 14 spots, the hard charger at the moment. Now Dylan Yeager coming around to 6 to go. Tyler Reed, Travis Wellman now going at it for the runner-up spot. Reed runs all the way up against the wall at a turn number 3 and 4. Wellman on the bottom of the speedway, still catfishing around, looking for a way around. Dylan Yeager, world-class championship driver with the Pro Series. Looking for another big win here this afternoon. He has 5 more trips around to make that happen. Tyler Reed in second, Travis Wellman, Aaron Brown. Buddy Ware currently sitting in the top 5. Ware trying to run down Aaron Brown down the back straightaway. Laps tick away. Up 14 spots to 5th. Vance Harberts, Cottles, Tollison, Terry Smith, Blaze Baker from 22nd into the top 10 now. But Yeager comes around to be 3 more trips around here at the Knoxville Raceway, week number 5, to pick up the win. Tyler Reed still sitting second, then it's Travis Wellman. Those two have separated just a little bit now, as Reed starting to run the outside groove closer towards the wall. Wellman still tiptoeing around the bottom of the speedway. Aaron Brown, Buddy Ware still in the top 5. Jacob Harberts now up to 6th. A lot of movers and shakers here at the Knoxville Speedway. Logan Cottles back in 7th. Hayden Tollison, Terry Smith, Blaze Baker, the top 10 at the moment. But Dylan Yeager going into turn number 3 and 4. He'll get the white flag this time. 1 more trip around for Dylan Yeager, the 48 machine. Very dominant here this afternoon. Pretty much uncontested after second and third place drivers Jack Jean, Blake Majulis take each other out. But nonetheless, Dylan Yeager, he will dominate week number 5 here at the Knoxville Raceway and pick up his 2nd win of the season. Tyler Reed 2nd. Travis Wellman 3rd, Aaron Brown, Buddy Ware. That will complete the top 5 here this afternoon at Knoxville. Contested a few times midway through the race. Benefited from a caution with the second and third place drivers. Dylan Yeager, win number 2 on the season. And we'll see if we can't get him up here in the booth here in just a moment as your winner of week number 5 of the IROC Dirt Series. Take a look at the results on the screen. Dylan Yeager getting the job done. Tyler Reed 2nd. Travis Wellman, Aaron Brown, Buddy Ware Round out the top 5 is Jacob Harberts, Logan Cottles, Hayden Tollison, Terry Smith, Blaze Baker, the top 10. Dalton DeWert, Blake Majulis, back up to 12th. Dylan DeWert, Colby Horner, Billy Roberts, Eric Tupper, Joseph Grandy, Jack Sean. Brett Rawls, Drew Hopkins, Michael Vitale, Jake Henry, Dean Reynolds, Logan Wentz round out the field. But nonetheless, we are going to get your week number 5 winner in the booth with us. Dylan, man, you had to work for it about midway through the race, but other than that, man, you had a pretty smooth drive out there to pick up the win, buddy.
Yeah, all those yellows at the start were really nerve-wracking. I would get like a good jump on the start, and then Blake would start to reel me in a little bit, and then we'd start racing a little bit, and then another yellow, and I hated it. I wish we just kind of got to race and see who had the best car there. It would have been interesting to see between myself and Blake, who would end up getting the best of each other. But I mean, I wish the track was a little better too. It was kind of doo-doo there, just slider. That's usually how it is in these cars at Knoxville, though, so I didn't really expect anything different. But, we'll take it. Second win of the season. Hopefully I'm starting to recover from my really bad first 2 weeks in the series and getting back up there in points. So I'll just try and keep it going and keep the consistency rolling.
First driver to pick up your second win. There's 2 drop weeks, so you have a couple of races to your advantage that you can look forward to throwing those away and restarting, and knowing that you're the first guy with 2 wins, $1,500 going to the winner of this series. Got to be pretty excited with the way things are going thus far.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the season, Eldora, I think I ended up like 15th, and Limaland, I didn't finish that race. So it was like right away in the season, I kind of wasted 2 of my drops. So I'm just trying to go mistake free the rest of the season, qualify up front, run top 5, and hopefully the consistent finishes will keep coming, and I won't have to really worry about the drops anymore as long as I just keep on running well.
Well, there you go. Win number 2 on the season. Dylan, who do you want to give a thanks to?
Yeah, just like to thank everybody at Majula C Speed Shop and Team VLR for putting on the series as always. Chris Ferguson, CFM Esports, Torzala Frenchies, JDM Designs, Nick Linnert Racing Association, you for the broadcast, and yeah, like I said, everybody at Majula C and Team VLR for putting the series on.
Well, congratulations, Dylan. Dylan, second win of the season. Hope to see Dylan. There you go. Hope to see you back here again soon, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go, Dylan Yeager, your week number 5 winner. And now we will pull up our second place finisher here tonight, Tyler Reed. And
what's happening?
Man, you runner-up spot here tonight, up 10 spots. You stayed out of trouble, and that's kind of that's what it took to get the job done here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a slider fest once it got late in the race, but that's Knoxville. It's fun as hell as long as you can keep your nose clean.
I'll tell you what, you had some great races throughout the field, able to slide your way up to the top 5, and then, second and third place drivers take themselves out. You find yourself in second. Looks like you may have challenged for the race lead there for a moment, but could you have done anything different?
I don't know, man. Like, me and Dylan were talking about it, and that late in the race, it gets it's just a one-line deal. Like, you're running slider, the top's not really the greatest, but it's kind of just who can run the line the best and who's got the least amount of damage.
Well, you come into tonight 6th in the standings, knowing you have 2 drop weeks, only 3 points behind second, really, coming into tonight. Not too bad of a way to keep your point still going and compete for this $1,500.
Ah, man, I was excited coming into this week because I know Knoxville is a good track. I didn't have the qualifying efforts that I wanted to see, but I knew late in the race when everything slicked off, I was going to be good and at least subpar to be a top 10. So I'm looking forward to going into Cedar and Williams Grove. I also like them tracks, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, Tyler, second place finish here tonight. Who you want to give a shout out or thanks to, buddy?
House of Speed, iRacing Setups, 585 Speed Secrets, Super Speed Motorsports, RH1 Karting and Drinking, HGR Speed Secrets, and Cocky Floyd Consulting.
Well, there you go, Tyler Reed, your runner-up finisher here tonight at Knoxville. And best of luck to you down the road, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything this league's doing.
All right, Tyler Reed second, and we'll pull up our third place finisher here tonight, Travis Wellman. came into tonight second in the standings and a third place finish, man. Keep you up there in the standings and not too shabby of a night.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We had a good night out. We just stayed consistent and tried to stay up front, get a good consistent run, and stay up top in the points. Try to at least.
I'll tell you what, how frustrating is it with all those cautions out there? You try to get a good run, then the cautions come out and just seems to ruin the momentum, but benefited to your favor a few times.
Yeah, like you just couldn't get any kind of momentum going, and every time a restart would come out, I mean, it was like 50-50. Either you got a good start and you could pass a car or two, or it'd be the other way. You get passed by a car or two. So it was just our lucky night, really.
Well, not too shabby of a night for you. Once again, a podium finish. You're second in the standings coming in. What's the mindset to keep these runs going good to compete for that $1,500?
Just qualify good and stay out of trouble and be consistent.
There you go, Travis. Who you want to give us thanks to, buddy?
Spartan Transportation and BLR for putting this on, and IROC. All you guys in the booth, CFM Esports, Medulla C Speed Shop, and that's about it.
There you go, Travis. Your third place finisher here tonight. Congratulations. Hope to see you down the road, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, going to talk to one more finisher here tonight. Your hard charger of the night. Started 19th, worked his way up into a top 5 finish. Buddy Ware, man, you had quite the adventure out there this afternoon.
It was quite an event out there. It was fun too.
What's it like just driving through the field and, avoid the mistakes and, picking up a good solid run like this to move you up in the standings?
You gotta be super patient. That's the number one thing. You also gotta keep track of your laps because a lot of times yellow's come into effect. You get strung out on green flag runs. So being super patient, it's super fun coming through the field. But we dodged a lot of bullets tonight. If one thing hadn't been wrong, we wouldn't be talking tonight.
Well, you got a good start to the night. You have a couple of drop weeks, to get rid of some of those bad finishes throughout the season. This will probably be one of those finishes that you want to keep. You're competing for that $1,500. What's the mindset going to the last half of the season?
Oh, every week coming in and out. We can qualify good. It's finishing. That's our problem. We'll write this down as a top 5. It's the first top 5 of the series. Hoping to come back and get a couple more. But yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Well, definitely a great drive by you here tonight. Who do you want to give us thanks to before I let you go, buddy?
Well, thank you. I gotta give a shout out to my crew chief Mason. He's back home seeing these fellas. He ain't here right now. All the boys over at Powerhouse. I got Superior Builders, B&W, Trailer Hitches. All the guys over at CFM helped me out. I wouldn't be here right now without them fellas. Weir's Machine, Bill Stein Shocks, Swift Springs, Graffiti to Go to Designs, and the fellas over at BGI.
Well, buddy, congratulations. Top 5 finish here tonight. Pretty impressive drive through the field. We hope to see you back down the road, buddy.
All righty. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Buddy Ware, your 5th place finisher here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up week number 5 of the IROC Dirt Series, presented by IROC TV, Spartan Transportation, Medulla C Speed Shop. Next Sunday afternoon, week number 6 will see us at the Cedar Lake Speedway. And until then, my name is Tommy Rowe in the booth. We'll see you next time.